Well, hello, Gemini, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt. And yeah, this is your general love reading where we are going to be tapping into not only your energy, but the person that is on your mind, the person of interest, the person you just can't stop thinking about. All right, we're going to focus on their energy as well. We're going to be looking at not only the energies of you two, but what you guys are actually learning, how you feel about each other, and how you see each other. We'll also just get an overall oracle kind of feel for what is going on in y'all's connection. And hopefully, this answers any questions that you do have as far as what's going on. Okay. A few rules before we get started. First of all, I am offering something new. I have been putting my timestamps, which is basically either when we're doing a pick a card reading, the piles with the times, or either just when the beginning actually the reading starts. Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the place, Gemini. So if you do want to bypass and skip over the intro, I have provided a timestamp for when the reading actually begins in the description box as well as the comments below. All right. For all of those returning back to my channel, I appreciate all of your love and support, my beautiful people. Okay. I'm definitely feeling your positive energy vibes. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of you guys watching, about 80% of you guys watching are actually not subscribed. And let me tell you something, this doesn't just apply to me, this applies to any creator on YouTube. It's actually really important when you subscribe to a creator's channel. It helps to get their videos in the algorithm. Now, for me, this just helps get the messages out to who they are intended to. But even for other, YouTube creators that you are watching, a lot of the subscribers actually help their videos get recognition and help them get out there. So it's just, a good way to put that positive energy out there. Okay. So do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, liking and commenting on the videos also help generate and circulate these videos, not only for me, but of course, other content creators as well. So if you are on other tarot channels, don't forget to give them a thumbs up, comment on their videos, let them know how they're doing. Also subscribe to their channel. Okay. Another thing that we were going to discuss is basically the guidelines before we get into this reading. Again, you can bypass the intro, check out the description box and the comments for the timestamp. One rule that is really important here is the understanding of balance and healing. Okay. We all possess masculine and feminine energies within us, and it's basically the challenge day to day on balancing out those two. Being in your masculine or being in your feminine more predominantly in one over the other can cause a lot of problems. So it's important to really focus on the balancing of inner masculine and feminine energies. Okay. And in my readings, when I refer to he or she, I am referring to the energy of the person you're thinking of, whether it's masculine or feminine, because again, we all possess masculine and feminine. Okay. It's important. Also, your relationship status is irrelevant here. You can be in a physical 3D relationship, married to somebody, living together, and still be in disunion. Just as much as your person can be in a committed karmic relationship, you could be in a committed karmic relationship, but you guys could still be connected, not in the 3D. Okay. So it's just really important to understand that the relationship status doesn't really matter. Okay. We are all in different situations. When you love somebody, you love somebody. When you are yearning for love, you're yearning for love. Also, if you feel like these messages are not for you, you'll know. If you're having to try to make things fit and question, well, could this be, or is it this person, or am I, no, that means it's not for you. You'll know if the message is for you. It'll resonate to a T, you'll understand it, and you'll get it. If it does, let me know in the comments down below how it resonates for you. Also, one of the last things here, you guys, is time is irrelevant. So when I say soon or, over a long period of time, it's hard to say because divine timing is different from our understanding of timing. Okay. So I don't really reference a whole lot of time here. That's why you will not see dates on my videos. I did start out with weekly readings, putting the dates, but again, it just went against strongly how I feel with the whole divine timing. Okay. So yeah, let's get into reading. I'm going to be using 3 decks today. We're going to be using the Muse Tarot for your energy. We're going to be using the Wild Unknown deck for your partner's energy. We're going to be clarifying with the Hermetic deck, as well as tapping into some oracle from either the Island Time Wellness or the Moonology deck. Okay, more than likely it'll be the Island Time Wellness because I'm kind of digging these little tiny cards for right now. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with you and your energy vibes. I have already pre-shuffled off of camera. I've cleansed the decks. I've done all the good business and set really great intentions. Of course, I was just really trying to focus on the person that you're thinking about, as well as your energy here, okay? What it is that you're supposed to learn from this person, what it is that you're not learning, that kind of thing, okay? So the first thing I want to really focus on is digging deep into your wants, needs, and desires and finding out what it is that you truly crave. Because getting down to the bottom of what it is that your heart truly craves will kind of help you understand what it is that you're trying to gain out of this connection, okay? So again, Spirit, show us what we need to see when it comes to my Geminis. How is it, or what is it that they truly want, need, and desire? Show us what we need to see, Spirit. Show us what we need to see. Wow, we have the Six of Emotions in reverse. So I feel like you're great. You're really trying to get a hold of this give and take when it comes to emotions, okay? I feel like sometimes your emotions can be all over the place and unbalanced. And what I mean by that is you're kind of having a hard time understanding, okay, should I give this person all of my emotions, or should I hold back on some of these emotions? So I really feel like deep down inside, you just want to get a hold of these emotions. You want to be able to not necessarily keep everything in, but you just want it balanced. And of course, that's goal for all of us here, is to maintain balance with everything that we know. So not only the masculine and feminine, and this would kind of mimic the balancing of masculine and feminine. You know, somebody who is predominantly in their femininity are probably going to be a little bit more emotional versus someone who's in their masculine, who's not going to show their emotions as much. So it's this sense of wanting balance when it comes to this unbalancing in your emotions, okay? Now let's focus on what it is that Spirit is actually teaching you right now, because I think that plays a huge role when it comes down to your wants, needs, and desires, because the way Spirit works is Spirit listens. Divine listens to you, okay? So it's this sense of divine understanding what it is that you yearn for and what it is that you crave. So they end up basically teaching because they know that we are humans and we are hands-on. So it's this sense of teaching through experience, okay? So I do feel like Spirit is really teaching you, Divine is really teaching you the Two of Voices, okay, in reverse. So I really feel like this is, you seek a lot of the answers on the outside, okay? It's like you keep asking people for advice, you keep searching, for answers, and it's like you keep searching outward. You're asking people, you're looking outward, you're reach searching, you're looking for the proof, okay? You're looking for the black and white print. When it comes to what it is that you need to know, okay? Whether this is involving somebody, whether this is how to balance these emotions, whether this is basically anything and everything you can think of in life. It's trying to understand that you're seeking the answers outside, okay? And there's nothing wrong with seeking the answers outside, like looking outward and seeking answers. But a lot of the answers, believe it or not, a lot of the questions that you have, a lot of the answers that you actually need are on the inside. So this is what Spirit is teaching you. Spirit is trying to teach you that you need to not only, see things from the outside, but you need to also go within as well. Okay. And I think that's when you'll end up finding these answers. And that's why I said Divine has a funny way of working. The things that you truly desire, Divine will teach you. And he will give you what you're asking for, or she, or whatever it is that you believe in. All right. So let's tap in. And then really quick on the bottom of the deck, we do, look at that. Even again, I'm sorry, this was the Seven of Voices. What am I thinking? Interesting though. I knew what I was saying, and there was a message there regardless. So this is actually the Seven of Voices, and that is not at all what Spirit is teaching you. But interesting enough, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Voices. Call it coincidental or call it divine timing. But again, it's this sense of still teaching you to not wear a mask. Face your emotions for what they are, okay? So there's an unbalance. Don't mask that, okay? It's really important, because that's what Divine is trying to teach you, how to not walk away from what this is, how to face it for what it is, face it and figure it out, okay? So Spirit's going to teach you that, and he's going to do that by, or she's going to do that, or Divine's going to do that by removing your mask slowly but surely, okay? So that's telling me that there's definitely some blockages here. Again, the Two of Voices, you're going outside and finding a lot of answers, but I do see you going within to seek these answers, interesting enough, okay? But I do feel like Divine, again, is trying to teach you how to not walk around with this mask. Don't walk around acting like you're perfect and balanced when it comes to your emotions if you're unbalanced, okay? Because that can also create more unbalancing. So it's important to not wear a facade and to make sure that you are being true to yourself and being true to the things that you're going, you're going through. Okay. So let's go ahead and focus on your person's energy here. So again, Gemini, we're just going to focus on the person that you're thinking of, okay? The person that's on your mind, the person that's got a hold on you, okay? Or the person you're just thinking of, okay? That just happened to randomly cross your mind. Maybe you had a dream about them, or maybe you haven't even met them, okay, Gemini? But what it is what would you envision in a person, okay? This is the energy we are turning into. What it is, the energy that you are craving for, okay? Let's find out what it is that energy, okay, the person you're here for, the person you clicked on this video, what is it that they want, they need, and they desire? Wow, the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like they don't want to be trapped anymore. They're trapped in their current situation, whether this is their own mental thoughts or how somebody else is making them feel. But I feel like your person is having a hard time communicating with themselves, communicating in the current situation they're in. If this is you, maybe they're having a hard time communicating with you, and they know this. And so, your person just doesn't want to feel like this anymore. They're tired of feeling trapped when it comes to this. I feel like because what is happening with your person is they're thinking all of these things in their head and they don't speak it, okay? They don't communicate. And so what happens is that becomes just more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And it ends up just beating them up. And so then they feel consumed and trapped by these thoughts. So I feel like your person just really wants to release themselves. They don't want to be trapped anymore. They don't want to feel like this. So what is it that Divine is trying to teach them? Show a spirit what it is that you're trying to teach them, Divine. What are you trying to teach Gemini's person when it comes to their issues? Show me what we need to see. So I won't take these all, but I will take them into consideration. I'm only going for one card. So I do see that some illusions have been lit to your person. Okay, there's been some sense of mental clarity. They're just currently kind of stuck inside. Okay, they're caught up. They're basically caught between a rock and a hard space, right? Or however you say it. It's like they know, all right, they know that they need to release themselves from all these thoughts. However, they're just really kind of beating themselves up over their actions, over their words, over their lack of communication, over them maybe not opening up to things, okay? So it's this sense of just really trying to make sense of things. Wow. When it comes to what is Spirit teaching them, wow, teaching them how to balance themselves. Interesting enough, that's the same thing that you yearn for, right? Spirit's teaching your person how to be balanced, okay? How to make the decisions that need to be, had. How to make those decisions, not necessarily making a decision, but just how to make the decision. Okay. But again, with the Justice too, this is about being, the levels being leveled back out. Okay. So maybe this person, did some things in their past. Maybe they didn't communicate very easily. And so this person just maybe, this created a disunion between you guys. It's kind of hard to say at this point in this early on in the read, but it's this sense of your person just not really understanding that they can release that negative. They can release all of that frustration. They can release all of these things. And then it's a little bit easier to be able to communicate. Okay. So I do feel like Spirit is trying to teach them how to do so. Okay. How to balance their thoughts out. With the eights here, your person is getting towards the end of a cycle. They're not done and completed yet, but they are towards the ending of a cycle here when it comes to thoughts. Even you here with the the Seven of Voices here in reverse. Again, this sense of walking away from something, but wearing a mask. Okay, you're not really showing your emotions, and Spirit is trying to teach you to not walk away from things without showing your emotions. So honestly, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, Gemini. I feel like you're more of the masculine energy here, in the sense of, you're unbalanced when it comes to your emotions, and I feel like actually you didn't communicate this wise enough. Okay, you didn't communicate this well enough. I won't say wise enough. It's this sense of you holding back your emotions here. And so this is why Spirit is trying to teach you to not walk away without expressing yourself fully, because it's not fair to what is happening to this energy. Okay. And again, it's not that It doesn't even matter if it's not fair or if it is, because now this person is going to understand what it is that they truly want. So again, this is kind of like, the negative and positives of life. You walk away from something without giving communication, you're going to leave another situation to fend for itself, and it's going to have to do what it needs to do. So there's going to be something you're going to learn and something your person's going to learn here too. But again, I just really feel like Spirit's trying to teach your person how to balance themselves out and how to make decisions from a balance standpoint instead of in their emotions. And then same thing with you. I really feel like there's an unbalance here. Maybe you can't express yourself the way that you should, or the way that you want to. And I feel like that's what you want. You want to be able to express yourself because you see yourself losing connections when you don't. So again, this is why Spirit's going to teach you how to not walk away from things, okay? How to face them for what they are. Interesting enough, bottom of the deck for your person, we do have the Temperance, the decision being made. So I feel like Spirit is teaching your person how to make the decision. And before we even finish this read or even get into the middle of this read, it's important to understand that your person is working on making decisions, and your person will make decisions, okay? All right, so let's tap back into your energy here. All right, so now I just really want to see how you truly see this person, okay? Like, in your dreams, in the reality, how are you seeing this person, okay? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to Geminis and how they visualize this person. How do they see this person? What do they see from the inside looking out? I'm not going to take them because it's 2, but I will take them into consideration. We have the 8 of Emotions and the Page of Materials. Yeah, you definitely... you see them as not communicating with you. I feel like you walked away. You walked away towards something you weren't really sure about, but something that felt better. And it's this sense of you not communicating this with this individual here. Okay. So how do you see this person? Wow. You see them as no contact, no communication. You're not sure. You're uncertain about them, okay? When you see them, you see uncertainty. You see confusion, disunion, no communication, right? No contact. There's nothing. You feel this uncertainty. Maybe this is because of your actions, Gemini, or maybe, again, because remember, the roles can be reversed. This can be the way your person is being, and you can be on the receiving end here. Energy is fluid. It can come through how it comes through, okay? I can aim for your energy all I want, but if your person's energy is stronger, your person's energy is going to come out here. How do you feel about this person? We have the Knight of Emotions. You feel like this person... I feel like you really feel honestly like this person wasn't the one that showed their emotions. So I could have been a little bit incorrect. Like I said, the energies are coming in, pretty fluid here. But again, the unbalancing within you was pretty dead on. I do feel like maybe not that you didn't show enough emotions, or maybe you just didn't, maybe you guys both didn't give and take here. Okay. When it came to the emotions, you feel like this person, there's a separation between you and this king. Okay, this King of Emotions here. You could be dealing with a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, I just really feel like you feel like this person didn't show their emotions either. So when you actually feel for them, or either it's just what you have on your plate as far as unbalancing your emotions, I feel like you're giving too much to this situation. So when you think about them, you literally think about how you hurt them or how they hurt you. You're really, really, again, one way or the other with your emotions. So I feel like when you think of them in this energy, it's like you're saddened that you don't have their love. You're saddened. You feel the love, but you feel like it's not there. Like you feel that separation when it comes to that love. And it's like this slow, painful, not knowing where the emotions stand, okay? And this could, like I said, this does have a lot to do with the unbalancing in your emotions, Gemini, straight up. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Materials. Again, messages, communication, lots of pages here. Again, this page energy is just like communication. Tell me, I want to know, where do I stand at financially? Are we going to be okay? Are we stable? There's definitely some uncertainty in this connection, definitely. All right, so what's going on with your person? What is it that how do they see you? As somebody who doesn't deal with adapting very well. They see you as maybe falling apart. Like when things hit rock bottom, they see you get really depressed. They see you really struggle. They see that when, you're rewarded with things in life, you like run with it. And it's like, okay, wait, calm down. Again, they see this unbalance. They definitely see it here, Gemini. How do they feel about you? Okay, too many cards, but I will take them into consideration. We do have, the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun in the upright. I'm sorry, and the Sun in the reverse. So this person's unhappy with, I guess, the disconnection, okay? Very, very much so here. So I feel like there was a huge disconnection between one thing and the other. So I feel like maybe in your connection with this individual financially, there was a disconnect. Emotionally, there was a disconnect, okay? Mentally and physically, there was a disconnect. There was lots of disconnections within this connection, okay? And your person knows this. And they are very unhappy with that. They felt like there was a lack of completion, okay? Let's find out how they actually really feel for you. Spirit, how do you feel? How do they feel for my Gemini? The Star. Wow. Of course, you are their wish. They wish for you. They dream about you. Sorry, my chair makes a lot of noise. Wow. Wow. Here's the Temperance at the bottom of the deck again, but now it's in reverse, which means the decision wasn't made. So I feel like, honestly, they feel like you didn't choose them, okay? You're their everything. They dream, they hope, and they wish for you. It's like they see you and you're their everything. They feel like the decision was never made. They feel like they were never a choice. Yeah. They feel like you never made this decision with them. Like there was some decision you ran away from here, Gemini. Yep. Obviously, we're going to clarify a little bit more because this isn't enough for me. We're going to dig just a little bit deeper. We're going to clarify a few things here. I want to make sure on this. What is it that you're walking like? I want to make sure that that's what this is, that you walked away from this connection with the mask on. Like, what did you leave behind? Spirit, why is this Seven of Voices here in reverse? Can you please show us why this Seven of Voices is here in reverse? That was way too many cards. Why is this Seven of Voices here in reverse? Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Hermit. So I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles here, definitely this had to do with the manifestation of something, okay, and a lack of mental clarity that caused you to go within to really try to figure this out. Bottom of the deck, again, the bottom of the deck, the Last Judgment in reverse. This was a decision that was never made. So I feel like, honestly, Gemini, you didn't choose this person. You never made a decision. I feel like maybe you ghosted them or cold shoulder them. But it's almost this sense of you going within to find mental clarity. And I feel like maybe this person's energy is a little bit, not impatient, but just like waiting and waiting. And here you are like, I don't know. You're going within, though. You're not making this decision. And that's interesting because their energy, they felt like you weren't making a decision. And here you are not making a decision. You're going within, but you're not understanding that those answers lie within that stillness, within that peace. But you are manifesting. You are manifesting something here with this. So let's pull some overall oracle and find out what's going on. I want to see if maybe what you're doing is on the right path here, or if maybe you've made some, wrong turns, or even if there's just some blockages here, okay? All right. I did pre-shuffle off camera, but I am going to shuffle one more time. yeah, I'm just, again, it keeps going to this not making a decision. Somebody's not making a decision to move forward here. Let's find out what's going on, right? All right, Spirit, what do you got for us? Overall connection, overall advice, overall energy. Show my Geminis what they need to see. You see that? I don't know if you guys can read that. It says twin flames. Okay, let's see what we got. We have girl with a snake, coffin, the sword and the rose, twin flame, and then we have abundance and the chaser. I feel like your person's the chaser here, but maybe not. I could, again, these energies can be flipped here, okay? Yeah, so we have the coffin, right? So it's kind of important starting off with the clarification from Spirit here, overall oracle here, right? Overall energy. It's this ending brings new beginnings, right? So whatever has ended here, whatever you have walked away from, or whatever has been in, like whatever was ended, okay, in this connection, it's important to understand that all endings create a new beginning. So the second that there was a disunion in this connection, a new beginning started. Whether this was a new beginning on you working on you, or this person working on them, or learning something here, or you guys learning to create boundaries, okay? It's still this sense of all endings create new beginnings, period. Okay? We have the sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power, right? Setting those boundaries. It's like, I feel like Gemini, you had some type of mental clarity that you were unbalanced here, and you knew you had to get a hold of it, okay? You knew because you were unbalanced in your emotions that it was weighing on this person. And clearly this person knows you here. They know you're unbalanced, but they still see you as their star. So again, whether you guys are in a connection, in a disunion, or in a connection that you guys are together and having issues, again, the disunion is the disunion. But whatever this was that ended, okay? Whatever this was that stopped, it was for a reason. You knew there was an unbalance here. You knew you had to work on this. And I feel like this disconnection was because of this unbalancing here. Clearly, they know you're unbalanced, right? Yeah, it's this sense of just you understanding so that you can protect yourself here. We do have girl with the snake, okay, being charmed or used, setting boundaries. So, I mean, obviously every connection you get into, it doesn't matter if this is someone who you think is perfect or not. Even if you stay in the relationship for a long period of time or long term, okay, there's still going to be things you don't like about that person. There's still going to be issues that you're going to have within that connection. Even if this person is perfect in your eyes, you're still going to have issues. So it's important to understand that regardless if you're in disunion or in union here, okay, it's this sense of knowing that every issue you have is because of something that you're learning that you don't like or that you were displeased with from something else. So it's like you're learning to set boundaries. You're learning to set these boundaries within yourself and get balancing, okay? Twin flames, this is a yin and yang connection. You guys are equal. There is a duality here, a duality in the 3D, okay? It's important to understand that twin flame connections and soulmate connections can all differ individually, okay? A soul contract is a soul contract. A soulmate is a soulmate. It is a contract that is divinely written, planned, and put into place. You're meant to meet this person. With a twin flame, it's like you guys were split at birth, okay? This is your other half. This is your, they tend to be just like you, okay? You guys can differ in some ways, but there's a lot of similarities because you guys were separated. This is like the positive and negatives, right, of one. It's like if you could take one person and split them down the middle, negatives on one side, positives on the other, that's this connection. It's the yin and yang. It's the balancing. It's the duality. But again, opposites attract. So that is what a twin flame connection is. It's when the opposites attract. Okay? You complement each other. The chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment and issues. Abundance, keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want, Gemini. Gratitude and bliss. You know this. That's what you're doing. I feel like you're putting yourself before this connection. Okay, regardless, again, even if you were the one that broke up with this one, it doesn't matter, okay, who broke up with who here, because the bottom of the line is there was an unbalancing, and you knew that. And I feel like, Gemini, you took the initiative to fix that, and I think that's beautiful, and it shows so much strength on your behalf, okay? I feel like this person was the chaser. And it's almost, again, it's like a codependency here. Now, remember, the roles can be reversed, okay? So this can be you, and this can be your person here. Doesn't have to be this exact situation. Energy is fluid. It's going to come through how it's going to come through. If the message is for you, you'll know. But again, it's this sense of whoever left who in this relationship, the opposite chased. Okay, the one that left was the runner. Masks. I really feel like it was you, Gemini. And then the person that you left behind, or the person that was left behind, became the chaser. Feeling trapped in their own thoughts. But even for my cross watchers watching this video, it's important to understand that self-love comes first. There's a disunion for a reason, okay? Find love, find oneness, find, again, self-worth, self-respect. Set those boundaries before you move on to another connection or even back to this connection, okay? We are going to tap back into y'all's energies next week and see where you guys are at. Clearly, again, this is a healing channel. This is a place for you to learn and look at things from a different perspective, and sometimes even a higher perspective. It's harder to do, but it is important, because when you start to understand from the outside looking in, you start to see things again in a different way, and things become more clearer, more positive, and you see it, you feel it, and it's just one of those things, Gemini. So I'm very proud of your energy. I'm feeling this energy. I'm super excited to see where you guys are at next week. I love you guys. Stay blessed, blessed be. And yeah, don't forget, subscribe to my channel. All right, you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.